Welcome back, Fantasy Fiction Fanatics. It's great to see you again, and I hope you're doing well. Today is going to be another book review, and today's book is going to be on Claimed by J.R. Ward. So this is a paranormal romance. It is the first in its series, though it is in the same world as her other series, The Black Dagger Brotherhood. So if you've read any of those, this one is in that same exact universe. So let me first start off with what I liked about it. I really liked her writing style. I have read some of her Black Dagger Brotherhood series, and I've always enjoyed her style. Really enjoy the way she writes things. It's very complex in style, but also very easy to read. Doesn't have a lot of harsh to follow or hard plot points that make it so it's kind of hard to read. So her style and the way that she organizes her book is really, really well done. Her book is always really stylistically really nice. And the story organization is another thing I really like. She really lays out the story so you can follow it easily. You know why each point goes to the next point, and you see the progression that is being made. Unfortunately, though, this was a book that has quite a few things that I don't like about it. The first thing is the lack of fantasy or paranormal in this book. It is very, very minimal. Like 90% of the book does not even have anything that's paranormal or fantasy in it. So for this being a paranormal romance, it seems a little odd that there is a lack of that paranormal portion to it, especially since it's in the same world as her Black Dagger Brotherhood series, which is all about vampires. So you would think that there would be a little bit more paranormal in this story, which was not there. Second, it's a paranormal romance, and the romance aspect of it was very, very minimal. In fact, the romance didn't even make sense to me by the end as to why they were ending the way they were ending. I felt like the romance didn't really hit well for most of it. They are attracted to each other, but through most of it, there isn't really that plot point of the romance. They're more just working together towards this mystery that is happening at the Wolf Study Project. And at the end, they do kind of move forward with that romance, but by that time it doesn't really make sense with the other plot points going on. At least in my opinion, it didn't really hit well for me at the end. And then there's also this side plot that we jump to, and this side plot is from a character in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. Her name, I believe, is said Zex. I believe it's Xhex. And she is not a character that comes in until several books into the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, which I have not read that far, did not know who she was, and as all her plot points did not make sense to me because I didn't really understand what was going on with her, who she was, any of that. So it really was hard for me as somebody who had not read enough of that other series to understand those points. And since I haven't read the rest of the story, I don't know if even reading it would be something that would make those plot points clearer. All I know is that it just, every time we jumped over to that section, I really didn't enjoy it. I was confused. I kind of wanted to skim over it if it came to her. So I really found that side plot point to be very misleading. It didn't ever end up coming back to our main characters. So I just didn't find it to work well with this particular story. And last but not least, I didn't really enjoy the ending. I felt like the ending didn't really fit the rest of the story. I'm not really sure why we ended that way with the romance as well as with the other items going on in the story. It just felt like the ending didn't totally make sense. It wasn't really where I wanted it to be. So unfortunately, all of that added up means that I cannot really recommend it to anybody, which is sad to say because I do really like other J.R. Ward's books. But this particular one really fell flat for me. So if you're looking for a paranormal romance and you like some of her other books, maybe you might want to give this one a try if you don't mind the lack of paranormal and you think that you've read enough of the other series to kind of maybe maneuver between those side plots that have Zex in it. But otherwise, I would recommend going elsewhere for your paranormal romance. I don't think that this one is going to be one that's going to hit very well for you, and that you're just going to be a little bit confused and sad that you'd spent so much time reading this book. So I know it's a little harsh, and I'm sorry. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who do enjoy it and did find this book really good. But for me, it is not for me for those points. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this book if you've already given it a try or know about her other book series. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well. And I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.